The 5 people that you surround yourself with, you are going to become the 6th person. The first step to creating success in your fitness journey, or I just think to zoom out, right, in life in general, you need to make sure that you are in an environment and you're surrounded by the right people, the right ideas, the right things in order to propel you forward into that success. It's like anything else, and I there's something that always like sticks in my head of the 5 people that you surround yourself with, you are going to become the 6th person, like carbon copy of exactly what those people are. So, you know, if you're surrounded with 5 people who are constantly complaining, you're likely going to be the 6th person that's constantly complaining. Just like if you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, chances are you're going to be the 6th millionaire, because it's whatever you immerse yourself in, it's whatever you kind of steep yourself in, that you start to take on those qualities and characteristics and thought patterns of those individuals. And I think that this is something that can definitely be applied to your fitness journey.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we kind of learned this firsthand, and to be honest, like, we lost a lot of friends over the past couple of years, but it's almost something that really is necessary to be able to elevate yourself to that next level. Like, if you are, you know, the 6th person and like all 5 people around you are here and like you want to go here, guess what? As soon as you start taking steps up, they're gonna start pulling you back down, because they're gonna look at you and think, you're successful, well, why can't I be successful? Like, that should be me. And so they're gonna try to, like, consciously or subconsciously sabotage what you're doing, and it almost makes you feel guilty. And so because of that, you start almost bringing yourself back down to kind of regulate that.
That's almost
and
like
come back to their level.
Subconscious thing where you don't even realize, like, you're almost perceived as a threat, right? Because you're making someone else feel bad about themselves. Like, you're succeeding, you're doing all of these great things, you're changing your life, and you know, you look at the group of people that you're surrounded with and they're still stuck doing the same exact thing that you are slowly pulling yourself out of. And if they don't have the motivation or the willpower in order to, you know, elevate themselves the same way you are, they might be looking at you and being like, you're kind of a threat and you're making me feel like shit about myself, right? So, you know, they're gonna probably make comments to you, or you're not as fun as you used to be. I remember when we used to do this together, like, you're kind of annoying that you don't do that anymore.
And this can be like your family even. Like, the closest people to you can make you feel the worst as soon as you start to elevate yourself. And I think that, you know, during our journey of, you know, our own ascension, it was something where we didn't really have anyone in our circle to kind of help elevate us. And so what we did is we leaned on each other heavily, and then we started listening to a lot of audiobooks, a lot of podcasts, and we kind of shared that with each other, and it was something that helped us grow. And once we started growing, we started to naturally attract the right people in our corner. And, you know, now I can say I feel like we do have, you know, a close circle of 5 or so people that do hold us to a high level of living.
And they get it, right? Because they're on a really similar journey. And I think that's one of the things that we both learned really early is, even if you don't have like the immediate people in your surrounding, right? When I think back to like the people that we were friends with or things like that, everyone was very focused on like going out and partying and drinking and having a good time. And when we decided, hey, like, we're not really on that path anymore, we've literally had people like come up to it and be like, you used to be more fun when you did this, or I liked you better when you did that. And that was so hurtful, because I'm like, I'm happier, I feel better about myself.
It did make you stop and think like, what have I done wrong that people don't like me anymore? And it can be really hard if you're alone doing this. Like, we had each other.
Right.
If you're alone doing it, it can be really hard to be like, okay, I'm an outcast now in this group, and I don't want to feel that way. Like, human nature is you want to fit in with the tribe, right? And so if you start to pull away from that tribe, then you're the outcast. And luckily for us, we had each other, but it was still really hard to like almost like forge forward, and just up level your entire life, because you do have people pulling you down. But I think that once you can surround yourself with the right people, then it makes that journey so much easier, and that's when you really start to kind of see your success take off.
And I do just want to say, if you are someone that maybe you don't have, you know, someone like we had each other, and you're in a place where you don't really have anyone, you are kind of feeling that outcast, you don't need, you know, physical people in your life to surround yourself with new ideas or thoughts or, you know, the environment that's conducive to your growth. So like you said, things like books or podcasts or YouTube videos or, you know, even Facebook groups, Facebook communities of people who are all on that same journey or all on that same path and they understand you. Those should be your first avenues to go to, because you're going to forge new relationship. You're going to, you know, find new ideas, and ultimately you're going to reinforce that what you're doing is not something that's, you know, as awkward or as strange as maybe your immediate circle might be making you feel. And you'll see that, you know, there are other like-minded people who are on the same exact journey that you are. They just might not be in your immediate proximity. So start there, and then from there your relationships are just going to grow, flourish, and your success is inevitable.